Hello and happy noon to everyone. It is February the 26th today and Sunday afternoon. And I chose to do the live stream today outside. I'm Devorah Harow from Devorah Wellness Center, and if you haven't seen any of my other videos, and I chose to do the live stream outside today. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day out here. Just need a little light sweater, and the almond tree is budding, and I'm talking about the new moon, so I figured I may as well be sitting outside in the new moon. You're not look, Mikan. Okay. So we just have someone coming in now to get a treatment by one of the therapists. So I'm sitting right next to the entrance to the Wellness Center. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about the new moon and a wonderful ritual that I've learned over the past few years that I've really enjoyed implementing into my daily life. I'll explain why it's daily, even though it comes out once a month, the new moon. It still becomes sort of like a daily practice. And just a little bit of background in Judaism, the new moon is celebrated every month, the lunar new moon. This is not something new for me. This is not something, the whole idea of the lunar cycle and following the cycle of the moon. That is the Jewish calendar. And it's celebrated as like a mini holiday every new moon. And I've always known that, always recognized it as special. But only really in the past few years have I understood it on a deeper level of what it actually can mean on a higher, deeper level for us as growing, evolving human beings. So it's more than just celebrating the moon coming back. What is the celebration there? So here's what we're going to talk about today. Basically, and there are many times over the year, at least built into the Jewish year, that we can find renewal and take stock of what we've done and who we are and what we're accomplishing, and think about what we want to let go of, and then what we want to work on, what we would like to bring into our lives, what we want to manifest into our lives. Maybe work on isn't the proper word, because really the whole idea of meditation and manifestation and intention is that it's not so much work. It's going with the flow, going with the pattern and the process that is our life. So the word work on isn't really appropriate. It's more to manifest what we want to bring into our life. So, I'm sitting here smiling because that's what happened here. Beit Roga was not built a year and a half ago, and I only had the dream a little over 2 years ago. And so you're wondering, well, that's, interesting math. If I only had the dream a little over 2 years ago and it's standing here for about a year and a half, how does that work? That's manifesting. That's living an intention life. That's waking up every morning. We have the opportunity to say, today is a new day. As Jews, we start our day off with a prayer of thank you to the King of all that lives. I'm trying to translate it in my head as I'm talking. That has returned my soul to me with compassion and with a lot of faith, right? Because we mess up, and we know we're going to mess up more, and we're not necessarily going to go in tune with our path, aligned with our path, and we're going to make, mistakes in following the road signs that God puts out for us. But in any case, God continually gives us back our soul morning after morning and says, here you go, fresh slate. Your soul has been wiped clean. Don't worry about yesterday. The past is cleared out for us. We don't have to do that. It's cleared out for us. We just need to wake up to it. And if we wake up to the fact that our past is cleared out for us, and today is a new day, and God has given back our soul, and not just given it back to us, but He believes in us. He has faith that we're going to do right today. So every day we have an opportunity to do that. in Judaism also, every Sabbath is a time of quiet peace. There's no electronics. It's just family time. It's a time for really going deep, being introspective, taking stock of the past week, setting intentions for the coming one. And they say that how you live your weekend, how you live your Sabbath, is how your week is going to play out. So if you live your Sabbath in peace, in family harmony, in growth, in introspection, then your week will reflect that. And then there's every month, every new moon, we have this ability to set a new intention for ourselves for this coming month. And then the phases of the moon support our manifesting that intention, and I'll go through that in a minute. And then there's obviously the end of the year, the new year, the Jewish New Year, and that is another intense time of introspection. If we haven't had the chance to do it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, then we have the end of the year to take stock of our year. So obviously it's easier if we've been taking stock all along. So this new month ritual, so I invite you all to do every morning, right? I'm big on that morning ritual. Even if you just wake up in the morning and say that prayer, that's already an incredible way to start your day. It's recognizing that God has given you back your soul, recognizing that your and a clean slate, that your past has been wiped clean, that all that matters is today, and that there's the universe, God has full faith. He's backing you all the way, that you're going to do what you're intended to do today. So you're also sending up this prayer of, God, you've put me here. You believe in me. Tell me what I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to do it. I'm here to be a conduit for what you brought me here to do. So it's amazing to do it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and certainly when you have a chance to sit down at the beginning of a new moon, which is today and tomorrow is the celebration of the new moon in the lunar calendar. So you can sit down a day before, the day of, the day after. It doesn't need to be that exact moment, but just take stock and think about what you had this past month and what you want to bring into your life this month. Or don't even look at the past if you don't want to. Sometimes it helps people to take stock. Okay, I felt like this was missing for me this month. What would I like to bring in next month? That's how we build. We learn from our experiences and we move forward. So I would suggest have a morning routine. Take a cup of tea, sit outside, light a candle, breathe in fresh air, sit under the blue sky. Take a moment to just breathe deeply, get in touch with that quiet place that's inside of all of us, that is our peace, that is our peaceful place, and come into that space and think for yourself, what would you like to bring into your life, into your being over this next month? And now's the time to plant the seeds. This is the new moon, to come up with the idea, to have this intention, and then to plant the seeds. And once you have the idea, you've planted the seeds, and then as the moon gets bigger, more and more light comes into the world. More clarity will shine down, especially at full moon, will shine down on this intention and how it will manifest. And it's not, again, you don't have to work. Yes, you have to put yourself out there. You have to take steps to bringing this into fruition, right? We have to do our part here in this world. But if we open ourselves up to it, then we see that opportunities come our way. So if we've created the intention and we've taken our steps, then we see doors opening for us and opportunities that all we need to do is take these opportunities, and then we'll be manifesting that which we intended for that month. So I invite you to plant the seeds now. Over the next couple of days, be with it. Maybe ideas will come with you about what kind of steps you need to take in order to bring it into your world. And then with the full moon, clarity will shine down about maybe old things, old habits that have been getting in the way of you being able to manifest this into your life. And you'll be able to clear those out of your system. Things come up. It might be painful, but things come up so that we can shed light on them and let them go. And wake up the next morning with that having been in our past and not coming with us into our future, into our today. And then you'll find more and more opportunities, and you'll see light shining down on this intention that you've set for yourself, and you will bring it into this world. It will manifest for you. And then towards the end of the month, when the moon starts to wane, then and things go darker again, you'll go back inside yourself and look back on the past month and see how your intention manifested for you. Notice the opportunities that arose to help you get to it. And then you'll be able to clear out those things, spend some time nurturing yourself, refueling yourself, bringing energy into your body to start this process all over again. The dark moon is about, the end of the cycle is about replenishing our stores, nourishing ourselves so that we can go into the new moon with a fresh new intention and this clean slate. Sorry, I feel like there's a bug that keeps coming into my face. So that is what I invite you to do. So just for instance, if someone chooses self-care, I did this for 2 months and it was incredible. So they might say, okay, this month I intend to take care of myself. I will nurture myself, show myself acts of loving kindness. I'm going to, and however that plays out for them, whether they're going to go for a massage, whether they're going to start an exercise routine, going for a walk every morning, or doing things that they love, making a list of things that they love to do, and then doing them again. You have to do some action to show that you are interested in bringing this intention into manifestation. So you make that list and you start doing things. You go out for coffee with a friend. You buy that book that you've wanted to read and you sit down and read it. You sit outside in the sun to fill yourself up with positive energy. You go for a massage. You go take care of something that's been bothering you. Your knee's been bothering you or your shoulder's been bothering you, whatever it is, and you haven't taken care of it. You have wanted to go for a haircut or get your ears pierced or buy yourself a new piece of jewelry. These are the steps that you're going to take, and then opportunities will just open up for you, and you'll see how wonderful it is to watch these opportunities show up for you, and you have to take the opportunities. It's not enough for the opportunities to show up. Part of this manifestation, part of this living this intention is building that muscle of, I will take better care of myself. Now, if you haven't been doing that, it's going to take some effort on your part to take the opportunities that show up for you. That's your work. That's your, and work in the sense of fixing a piece of you that up until now hasn't been nurturing yourself, let's say. So now you'll be exercising that muscle of taking the opportunities to nurture yourself so that after the end of the month, it will be more automatic for you. And if you feel like that's not enough, you go for a second month and a third month. It's okay to have an intention for a couple of months running. So, and the other thing that will come up for you, let's say around full moon, so let's say again in this case of nurturing yourself, you'll realize perhaps a memory will come up or this feeling will come up of not being worthy. And you might even see situations in your life coming up where you're falling into insecurity from your past of feeling unworthy. And you'll realize, oh, okay, think about my intention this month. I want to nurture myself. Well, why haven't I been nurturing myself up until now to the degree that I want to be? Maybe it's because I haven't been feeling worthy. And that will come up and it might be uncomfortable. It might be painful. But the point isn't to put you into pain. The point is to free you from that pain. So you experience it and then you let it go. You let it go and the full moon light just washes it away. It's incredible, the light of the full moon. And the more you do this, I started this 2 years ago or so with Sarah Turner from Essentially Flowers, the woman who taught me flower essences. And it's something that has just become a constant in my life. It's something that I find extremely powerful when, looking to live an intention life not just get blown from thing to thing. I mean, I could tell you, I had this conversation with my husband the other day. I feel like at any moment I could be doing at least 45 things. Every single minute of my day, there are 45 immediate things that I could be working on. And if you want to not just be going from thing to thing to thing and just flopping into bed at night saying, whoa, where did my day go? What did I do for myself today? You might have done 50 amazing things, but did you get the things that you want to do to bring yourself forward in life? So if you want to also get to those 50 things, but also do what you feel is your self-growth and becoming your best you and taking steps to living your magical life, then living with intention is really the way to go. So this is just one more tool in helping you do that. I hope that you found this live stream helpful. I hope that you sit now with your cup of tea today, tomorrow, whenever. Tonight you can go outside and sit under the dark sky. The moon is still there, even if we can't see it until that little sliver will come into light. The moon is still there. Sit with its presence and let it help you figure out what it is you want for yourself this month. And I wish you luck. And I'd love it if you'd post your intention underneath this video in the comments. I would love to hear how this served you and what your intention is for this month so we can all support each other. All right, have a great day. Have a great new month.